Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. We look at this Steeler defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
18, 5, ready.
Now Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Levis. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 2.
7-5. Ready. 19-18. 65 catch. 19 tight. 19.
Now Richardson back to throw it. A back foot throw there is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about who wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 10 more there and another 1st down. The Steelers at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Now Levis. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set.
On the option left, Richardson. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now it's Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback run really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Levis sets up the throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
22 window. Here we go.
Now Levis going back to the air. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Now, like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Levis. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Gets past one man. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
7, here we go. 19.
Richardson looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 by 19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60.
Richardson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Johnson running right. Past the 20. 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Go!
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It'll go to a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
79 Bronx. Panthers 60. Panthers 19 Lions.
Richardson working from the gun. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. And the Colts first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready?
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. 18 Roderick. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ready? Come on. Buffalo 18. 60 Bison. 60 Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you talk about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Levis from the gun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Now runs straight ahead with one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Levis to throw it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Levis looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
22 window, like 13, like 13, and touch, short.
Levis back to throw. They'll find Metcalf.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hand up.
Here's Levis.
Looking for Austin, intercepted.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Here's Richardson to throw.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 49 yards there, a big one.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He's got his tight end follow move right side. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Ready up! Alert! Alert!
Running left, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Come on, come on, go!
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
70, hot 70.
Now Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Richardson back to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Give them credit. They knew when they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. From
the gun, it's Taylor. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 9 Control 80. 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now Levis. Completes Austin here over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 yards to go, second down. They go to Johnson again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
They're going to look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Cougar 18, Rodler 18.
Now it's Richardson.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Dragon 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Okay,
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Panthers 6, 18, 5 in. Buffalo 18.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
60 ball catch, 60 ball, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cup 19.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
Purple lady.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Richardson yet again. This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Richardson looking to throw. Down the field, he's got Warren.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Tyler Warren.
31 yards.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Hard throw, incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Second and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Dragon 60. 60 Bison. 60 by Mustang 19. Ready?
Richardson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
Panther 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
Richardson to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Now Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready,
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
They'll look to run with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it. Because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Levis, he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in a position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Here's Levis.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
Let's go now.
Richardson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. 155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Right 13, right 13. 18.
Again, it's Johnson. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
Now this first drive in OT continues.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. But Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, don't think about going for it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt. It helps out your defense with field position.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd and 8. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
19, 18. 19, Lions.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime is kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Starting to put together a nice drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defense.